wonderful performance in the CTF, but not enough to close it out here against Rise. And now Rise up by 1 in the series. They're on series point if they win this one. And already off to a blistering start, as you can see. Kind of slow, not quite Ralph Wiggum, but we're getting there slowly. 2 kills there for the boys of Rise Nation as they're making their way towards their hard point. Slacked with 2. And this is already pretty back and forth. Now, Clint, do you think we're going to see too many weapon changes in this one? Like we talked about, there's a nice breadth of choice now for these players.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, I guess, to see the FG from Gunless off the break, but I'm curious if he goes back to the STG, because the STG, he was just frying Dashy and company. I was talking to Dashy afterwards, and he was like, dude, I just felt like his was killing so much faster. He was destroying me throughout the course of that with the STG. But JCap, he's already getting very close to streaks. Unfortunately, not able to win that one-on-one with TJ. And
you see the spawns on Gibraltar can be a little bit fun and exciting to watch at times, so we'll see if we're going to get a bit more. Clint, you can break those ones down for us as and when they come. Next hard point is just flipped over, and the first minute is yet to be touched. Rise Nation yet to get into this one yet. Luminosity with a slight lead to begin with, but it ain't over just yet. Slacked picking up a kill there in Looney. Octane taking down care of Gunless as well.
Looney was playing a little bit of a thorn on the side there. He was kind of in the back spawn for a bit. While he was still up, I thought Rise had a chance to break, but finally now some breathing room for Luminosity. You got complete spawn control. You're going to be able to rack up some time. This is like the opposite of what we saw to kick off the Arden Forest hard point. Remember what Rise Nation went up something like 30 to 40 to 0. Now you see that from Luminosity. So giving Rise a little bit of their own medicine here. But the question is going to be now, how does this push through work? Are they going to try and take this as a 3-man unit? Well, as I say that, one drops. So any sort of push through mid-map has now been delayed massively for Luminosity.
Yeah, you got to back that one right up. You see Looney now making his way around the far side. He's hit the flank. He's on cliff side. He's about to catch a player. Nap-in is going to be JCap right in the back, and he is tagged from behind, but he's got a bit of help on the turn. Oh, beautiful work there from Methods, providing Overwatch down the long street. And as he's got that hard point straight away, all of Luminosity spawning completely on the other side of the map.
Yeah, and you had someone, I think it was TJ, pushed all the way into cave. You knew there was nobody that could have snuck behind. The comms were up for them. So Looney can do that. He can run wild and just try to pick up players in off positions, and that's exactly what he was doing. I think Slack got into the back line for just a moment before dropping, but this is, I mean, one of the toughest hard points to break in this game by a mile. So this is going to be very, very difficult right now for Luminosity and squad. And you've earned a bit of streaks here for Methods, Miles.
Perfect way for Rise Nation to get back into this one. They had a slow start, and now they're getting solidly back into this one. So you can see JCap getting killed and Gunners there. Looney immediately clearing things up. Looney somehow staying alive, but from behind, actually, that was John, I believe, coming in from behind the rear, and 3 making their way through the front now. So that has been a very clean retake for Luminosity. We said it was going to be tough, and they really made that one look easy.
Yeah, but they made it look easy, but they made it look easy too late. I mean, there was only 15 or so seconds left, so you don't get a ton of time out of it. Look at this positioning from JCap. So he was one of the ones I believe that spawned out. So he gets set up in this close pocket and wins 2 easy ones. They're not expecting him there whatsoever. They think they're all still spawning out by the 3rd hard point. He's tucked away in a corner under window, and now he's in a position to just, well, I was going to say make it very difficult for Rise to get to the hard point, and then he gets melted by TJ.
One thing to say about JCap's positioning, on point, in that kind of one-on-one engagement, a little bit rusty thus far in New Orleans. Hey man, it's anyone's game at this point, and he's got a long day ahead of him to play still. The tournament's a warm-up, so no drama there for JCap.
And just to touch on this hard point a little bit, I heard it was actually basically water cooler talk. I heard Parasite talking to some of the other players while they're getting water, and he was saying how it's not advantageous to hold cave as much on this hard point anymore. Like they used to love to hold it there. It's easier to get back into the hard point. It's easier to deal with streaks because you can kind of back in. But they just said they couldn't hold the top window. They're just getting peppered, whether it's from top steps or from this top window. He was saying he likes now to more push through and try to get set up on this side of the map. So curious to see if maybe there's a shift in preferred side throughout the course of this weekend.
Streaks there available for somebody on LG. I kind of missed that one, but here we go. Octane still keeping this one going. Glide bomb out. He's going to take care of Octane there. Methods reaping the rewards of his hard work. He's been slaying his little heart out. 4 in a row, 9 and 7. He had a bit of a slow start, but now he's certainly back into this one. This is Methods still continuing the run. You can see all sorts of ordnance going on around him. He has a fighter pilot to use as well. And he's not far away from his glide bomb. He can get a kill or a couple of assists.
Yes, I thought for a second he might just try and call it in. He's about to double up on it, I believe, for the fighter pilot. And he's just set up inside, racking some time, finally going to get pressured and push out. So he won't be able to pick up anything. He already had the fighter pilot to work with. On the other side, we see Octane building towards some streaks. So you see John, fighter pilot and glide bomb. Octane, who I just mentioned, actually dropped. But now Luminosity, you're getting the final 15 or so seconds, but it's going to be very difficult now. You have to try and push through for spawns. There's nobody real deep set up for Luminosity, but there's no one there, or sorry, from Rise Nation, but there's nobody there from Luminosity to even challenge the spawns right now. They're going to take their time, take it as a 4-man unit, and try to inch their way forward behind the streak. TJ's running. Sorry, pal, can't get away fast enough. Is that the opening they need?
Well, that could have been it, but as you can see, 2 kills now for the boys on Rise. They're making their way through Clint, and as you said, that was the opener. They got the kill with the glide bomb, and now the floodgates are open. JCap, though, trying to answer back. Beautiful nade. Turns and burns, and now he's dropping that one very, very quickly. Luminosity 119 and climbing as Rise Nation get a little bit more into this hard point. As you can see, it's kind of the same. We've been at a bit of a stalemate almost, where Rise have got full control of the hard point, maybe not getting as many points as possible because Luminosity are making such good gains that put real pressure on them. And this is the closest that LG have actually got to the hard point. Now, finally,
JCap.
all of it.
Oh, I thought all 4 for a second. Sorry, one was John, but he does pick up 3 there as he breaks through. Not with a lot of time left here, but they'll get 20 or so seconds on the tail end of this. But remember, last time Rise Nation was set up here very early. No one was able to push through. Okay, you won a key gunfight in Cave. I believe that was John. Sorry, Slack that was able to win one inside a Cave, and now they're trying to push through. But as TJ rotates over, now look at everybody spawning out. All that pressure comes in from LG. They flip it quickly, and this is now going to be basically the opposite of we had last time through. Now it's going to be Rise Nation trying to batter their heads against this wall that is LG.
Oh, here we go. Rise got to get back into this one. LG, that lead is only going to get bigger. You see streaks still in the back pockets of these players on LG, and JCap watching Cave. This is John watching his back. There's a fighter pilot up ahead. That's Rise Nation's hoping to get a kill out of this. TJ tagged heavily. John, not a scratch on him, except from his teammate, but now he's dead. Looney comes in and picks 2 of those players. That might have been the window they need, but as you can see, Luminosity spawning in the back, spawning far, far back, close to that hard point. They're going to be able to get back into the fight as quickly as possible. Looney from behind, though. Pistol out. Can he make it 3? That's the way to do it, my man, and that's how Rise Nation are going to be able to get a chunk of time here. The final scraps, but still, what a play.
Looney with 5 there. Oh, he's close to streaks. But John does a good job of just pushing up aggressive into Cave. He's able to catch him off completely, catches him reloading while he's trying to rotate to the next hard point. So Looney, who is getting very close to streaks, cut down just a little bit short. And now we'll get back over to turret here and see how long LG is able to hold for.
It looks like Rise, they've got the window number 2 methods on your screen. He's been living in there. He's got a timeshare on that one, presumably. You can see such a strong position. Actually, he's on the stairs, and Octane gets the kill there, and Slack's going to take care of him. And that's going to be the turret still in control of the boys in blue. Gunless trying to get a peek over the top. JCap, that angle just tight enough, and now he's going to be dropped. So Rise have slowly but surely retaken the hard point. Slacked in position now to get a bit of time and contest. That's very important for them to prevent this lead getting any bigger. Gunless, though, still such a strong position from him.
He keeps holding these top steps. They're trying not to feed any more kills to Octane. He's picked up 4 with the FG from that top window. He's starting to work his way towards streaks as well. How far? He's still got a couple kills to go here until he can pick something up. But he's going to wrap out and try to get set up in mid-map. But look where Looney is. He's got one kind of close up on the steps. Are they going to be able to take out Octane is the question here. Because Octane's going to be playing it very safe, trying to get these streaks.
Looney may be forced into another engagement before that. Octane still watching the steps. Ooh, Looney does get taken down there, but in turn, Gunless manages to pick up streaks. He's 50 away from his more strike. Knives! It's a knife fight, and Octane comes out on top, picks up a second, and now he's got Fire Pilot as well. 6 in a row. They could not take care of him, and now it may come back to bite him.
One with the bayonet, and one just beaming somebody inside a turret. So you got streaks, for Gunless there, and then also for Octane on the other side. You see Gunless investing that glide bomb here, but Luminosity continues to take advantage of this top center. But look at the spawns on the right side, still controlling the mini-map for the next hard point. It's going to be Rise Nation. They're going to need a brilliant hold on the next hard point. They need to be basically flawless here and climb back into it. They can't slip up on this number 2 hard point or the third. One slip up could mean the game.
It's going to come down to this. Luminosity now 55 points. 45 points from the win. Basic maths. Methods. First line of defense for the boys in red. Challenges, does get killed. It's a trade, though. Octane does drop his streaks in the back end, so that's going to be 2. Oh, and he does manage to make this work, and that was Rise.
You still get a spawn, though. You still get 1 spawn in the back. I thought maybe there was enough pressure forward, and they get the 4 kills that they were going to be able to control it there. Now they're still busting through. Rise Nation being cleared off the map. The lone man up is going to be Looney. But yeah, that's what streaks can do. They can make an easy hold evaporate very quickly when you get 3 with a fighter pilot.
Comes at great timing as well. I mean, Octane, he's still got to hit the shots. It's not impossible for him to screw that one up, and still, it's looking good thus far. 4 in a row for him. Luminosity holding on as best they can. 2 members of Rise pushing away, knocking on the door. Slack gets dropped there. Octane still in position to make this work. Lovely angle there through the barrel on the rock face, and he is still alive as this final hard point's going to flip. 20 points for the win for Luminosity. Still a ton of kills for Octane here.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what I was saying. You kind of had to be flawless if you were Rise, because you allow LG to get points there. Now you're 12 away on a map like this, and with streaks to work with. It's not going to take much. If they don't get it here, you got to think they would get it at the next hard point. The opening kill comes behind a sticky there from JCap. But Rise Nation still able to hold on. 3 kills go their way. Just barely holding on still.
Oh, here comes everyone from Luminosity over the bridge. One desperate push to try to crack Rise Nation as they're holding on as best they can. And as you can see, it's an absolute bloodbath through mid. Looney holding on to his gun for dear life. Gunner's now on top. Big shots, catches John just before he falls to the ground there. JCap shots as well, and that's a big win. They've got to make the ground as fast as they possibly can. Octane with 2. Gunless, though, the preferable spawn. And they managed to keep Rise Nation out of the hardpoint, Clint. So that's a victory in their eyes, at least.
Yeah. I mean, you don't give LG any more time there, so Rise does well, but that's a hard point you can do it. Here, I just don't know how you go perfect. You're basically, you can't miss. And well, okay, Gunless is not missing. So Octane had a word to say.
He did indeed. If anyone's going to say, it's going to be Octane. This has not been a good hard point for the guys at Rise Nation at all. I mean, Luminosity, they take control. They have cave side. Even with methods in that window position, it seems so hard for them to get any time here. And Octane, again, just contesting. Someone from Rise Nation's in here now. It's a gunfight up close. Methods gets 1. Gunless takes care of Octane. So finally, Rise on the back end.
Yeah, you know you're in desperation mode when you have your infantry players flying into the hard point, trying to get set up. Gunless is in. What a headshot there from John. If he can win this one-on-one, it might just be a couple ticks. The melee comes in. Won't close it out, though, as a grenade is able to take out John for the time being. Rise somehow just still holding on here. Nice shots, though, from Slack. There's only really 1 player left. And as he drops, that is the game. We're going to have a 5th and final game. A search and destroy to decide this one. Miles, Luminosity doing just enough to push this to distance.
We knew it was going to be close, and close it is.